Welcome to Lady Mary Beth. Valentine's is one of my favorite celebrations. It's a time to show love and affection to those dear to us. I am inspired by the passionate colors and delicate touches. We will create a dinner tablescape to reflect decadence and romance. And we will design an easy floral centerpiece to complete our table and add some special touches to it. My favorite feature of each place setting is a unique napkin fold that is a love letter sealed with a chocolate heart. And a special sweet surprise inside as our table favor. So let's gather all the elements that we have around the house, our linens, glassware, dishes, flatware, and anything that you find that evokes the thought of romance. It could be something red or gold or pink, a favorite scarf or piece of jewelry. Anything that you have, let's gather and bring to use as a centerpiece to design our table around. Let's get started. Creating a floral centerpiece can be intimidating, but it's actually quite easy. This is a Waterford Crystal Vintage Rose Bowl, and you'll notice it has a rather small opening. This will be a big help to us today because it will help hold the flowers in place and it requires fewer flowers. So that is how we're going to start our arrangement, and based on the size, and here we've gathered 6 roses, ivory and red, and a beautiful hydrangea. I like this because it's a face flower and yet can be a filler flower, and it reminds me of something light and airy like lace. And all of these flowers we have cut underwater. It's important to do that so that oxygen does not get to the head of the rose. And you'll notice that some of these petals look a little brown and not so perfect. These are traveler's petals. So you just take these off. You could use those on the table later. And the flower food that comes in your packet of roses, you'll want to dissolve in warm water. Otherwise it stays cloudy and doesn't look so good in your vase. We also have some embellishments for after the arrangement is created. These are from Kroger, $1.99 each. Hugs and kisses, a triple heart. And I had these on hand from Hobby Lobby, just some feathers to give it another element. We'll see if that looks good. We'll wait till the arrangement is made. And let's get started. To have a lasting arrangement, it's important to cut your roses underwater at an angle. That way an oxygen bubble does not get trapped in the head of the rose. It will prolong the life. And once you have cut these underwater, you can later cut them shorter for your arrangement without having to repeat this process. We've gathered all the elements for our table, and as you can see, we're inspired by hearts for the month of love. And let me show you what I've gathered today. First, we have some rose petals that are from Hobby Lobby, from the wedding department. I have red, but I couldn't find them, so I thought we would just use white today. And one of my favorite things to add to a fun and fancy table is a feather boa, and nothing better than chocolate brown for Valentine's. And this is a long, thin, sheer table runner that's beaded, and it's actually going to be too long for our table, so what I've done is I've tied it in a very loose knot, so that would shorten it and it kind of adds interest as well. And we will start with a ruby red tablecloth so that the chocolate will pop, and you see that here. And our inspiration for today is a chocolate dipped strawberry. So we have some fun surprises that are in our Waterford Crystal heart dishes. These are usually meant for jewelry, not necessarily for serving, but I love the fact that we can pull that together, their hearts, and we can add the unexpected for our table. And I have some other hearts. This is a covered box, a special item created for us from a Waterford Artisan, the year I married. This is a heart ring dish and a heart paperweight hand cooler. So these are not normally seen on a centerpiece or on a dinner table, but I think it's perfectly fine to incorporate that for today. And we also have Waterford Crystal Heart bowls. I love the size of these. They're lots of fun. They're not made anymore, but you can find them on eBay for about $25. So I highly recommend that you peek in there and probably shop goodwill.com. And speaking of chocolates, these are foil wrapped hearts that I found at Marshall's Home Goods this week. They're from Italy with a soft cocoa center. I am very particular about chocolate, and these are wonderful. I think they were $4 or $5, and I've already enjoyed quite a few. So the bag was fuller before. These are place card holders from Waterford, and I think it's really fun to add that element to our table. These are from the wedding section at Hobby Lobby with a velvet finish edging, and that really makes it special for your guests to arrive and have their place already for them. The gold leaf charger will be the base for our table settings. It's readily available at Target, Hobby Lobby, and Bed Bath & Beyond. They're usually about $10 for a pack of 4. And we will layer that with the Crown Gold from Wedgwood, which we will pair with the Wild Strawberry from Wedgwood to create a different look with a pattern. Otherwise, we would have mostly solids. Glassware is an essential element in building a tablescape. These are antique, copper wheel etched, gold rimmed footed bowls. They could be used for a dessert or for an appetizer, and I like the tie-in with the gold. And since we're serving champagne with our romantic dinner, the Waterford Airglen flutes are perfect. And to add some interest and to keep with our ruby look, we're using these glasses. They're from Costco. They're for the iced beverage we'll be serving, and I love the color of these. And I have some of these drips that I've added. These are from Villar & Bach. These are vintage, to add to our candlesticks. And we'll keep it simple with a white candle. And one of the little surprise elements that I picked up this week at Macy's in the last act clearance, this is actually a trivet from the Martha Stewart collection that was marked down from $40 to $7. And it's Hugs and Kisses XOXO. And even though it's a trivet, I'm thinking I can incorporate that into our tablescape and do something of interest. And it ties in the gold. And for our flatware, we'll use the classic Gorham Strasbourg. It's got a nice weight to it. It looks scrolly, and I think that would add some elegance to our table. And finally, we have some linen napkins. I did not have these. I had to order them. I wanted a certain shade of red, and these are hem stitched, and they're from Amazon. They were very inexpensive for a pack of 6, and we'll do a fun napkin fold with these. So again, these are the elements for our table, and now we can build it together. I will show you how we prepare our Love Note napkin folds. Here I have a chocolate brown Target cotton napkin, and we're going to fold it in half, and then we'll fold it in half again. Okay, then let's turn it like a diamond at an angle, and we'll use this seam here as the top of our envelope. So what we'll do is we will fold in the side corners to meet in the middle, and then we will take the bottom half, roll it up, and tuck it in neatly to create an envelope, just like that. And then you seal it with a heart. You could use a sticker, chocolate, anything that you like that's decorative. And there we have our Love Note napkin fold. Our decadent and romantic dinner tablescape is complete. You'll see that we've incorporated different elements in our centerpiece: Waterford Crystal heart hand cooler, which is basically paperweight, a heart ring dish, and another little dish full of our surprise chocolate dipped strawberries. It's always nice to have the unexpected on a table, and here we've incorporated that into our centerpiece. And it's fine to use the unexpected. Here, for example, we've used a covered Waterford heart box that you would imagine would be on a coffee table or on a desk with paper clips. And instead, we are placing that in our centerpiece to create a story of love. And speaking of love, we have these love notes as napkin folds. And I'm sure that your guests will not anticipate that there's something inside, but let's take a look. Oh, what fun, the anticipation. Here we have a chocolate bar. Dark chocolate, cherries, and almonds. This is from Kroger. It's just a few dollars, and the colors work really well with our Tablescape, and it's something that's delightful that I'm sure your guests have not had before, so how fun is that? And they can simply place their table favor to the side, put the napkin in their lap, and have a memory. Let's take a look inside another napkin fold. Normally you would have the same gift inside of each, but I couldn't decide, and there are two great options that I found, so let me show you that. Inside this love note is from Little Secrets, crispy wafers, peanut butter, and dark chocolate. What a unique item that your guests have not seen before. This is available at Whole Foods, and I just love it. It's made with natural colors, no artificial flavors. It's a wonderful item. I hope that you are inspired to set a romantic table for your Valentine. Find items on hand that enhance the color scheme and theme to create a lovely tablescape. Please click the button to like and subscribe for more lifestyle tips from Lady Mary Beth.